and welcome to Kappa's Careers in the Arts series, where we explore the many career opportunities the fine and performing arts have to offer. I'm your host, Amy Handra, and today we're exploring the career of marketing manager. But first, let's talk about what marketing is. Marketing is the process of planning and executing the pricing, promotion, and distribution of ideas, goods, and services to create exchanges between buyers and sellers. So, marketing in the performing arts generally focuses on the planning and selling of a season of productions or a specific production. So, here at Kappa, a season of productions might be PNC's Broadway in Columbus, which is a season of touring Broadway shows, or it might be a specific production like Hamilton or Disney's Frozen. And in the performing arts, an exchange occurs when a buyer, like you or I, purchase tickets from a seller, like Broadway in Columbus. So now that we've established what marketing is, let's talk about what a marketing manager does. The marketing manager's role is to promote the production and to sell tickets. And to do this, they manage all aspects of a production's publicity and advertising materials, which may include flyers, posters, ads, brochures, emails, websites, and social media. And today, we're delighted to be talking to Kappa and Broadway in Columbus's own marketing manager, Lisa Minkin.
Well, my job as a marketing manager is to make people aware of productions, to sell tickets, to put messages on social media, to educate people about the shows coming to town, and besides shows, also to sell subscriptions to our Broadway in Columbus series. I grew up loving theater and first dipped my toes in the water in a production of Annie in 4th grade. I was cast as an orphan and completely fell in love with musicals then. I did a lot of shows growing up, from school musicals to now I participate in community theater. Back in high school, I did show choir, plays, dramas, anything I could do to touch Broadway. And in high school, I even started my own theater company called the Marysville Summer Theater Workshop, which is still in existence, going into its 25th season. High school kids put together the productions. They're the directors and the producers, and students in grades 5th through 8 are the participants in the program. I'd like to say that I studied for years, but actually it turned out to be a little bit of luck. When I was looking at colleges, I thought I wanted to be a musical theater major, and I auditioned at Otterbein and got rejected. But I didn't apply to any other colleges, so I decided the next closest thing to working in the arts was broadcasting. So I became a broadcasting and PR major, and I honestly thought that my theater days were behind me. At my very first job at an advertising agency, one of our pro bono clients was Opera Columbus. And fast forward a few years later, and the opera was looking for a director of marketing, and my current boss helped me get that position. Fast forward another few years, I worked at another ad agency. Kappa was hiring a marketing manager. Kelly Boggs, my current boss, reached out to me, and I guess the rest is history from there. The very most important thing that we do is put butts in seats. That's our ultimate goal. We want as many people as possible to see the show. but we also want to educate our community about the show through social media and through our web series called Broadway Dish, where you give people a behind the scenes glimpse of what it's like to work on a show and the people working on shows. We do that by telling their stories. We do carpool karaoke where we sing show tunes with them. So I want everyone to see how fun it is to see and also be involved with shows. The most fun part of my job is actually getting to see behind the scenes, seeing how shows come together, sometimes just walking across backstage and seeing the costumes and sets, but also watching people experience theater magic. Sometimes when you're in the day-to-day, you forget that magic that made you fall in love with theater. And here's an example. One of my very first shows I worked on was The Lion King, and I got to sit out in the lobby at the very beginning of the show while the actors transformed themselves, all while singing the opening number, into the animals and opened the door, and they did that Circle of Life parade, and you got to see the pure joy on the people's faces as they walked into the theater. It's a moment I will never forget. The most important piece of advice I can give is to just get involved, gain some experience. Columbus has such a rich community theater scene. Offer to volunteer, take photos, offer to help with their social media. Are you good with graphic design? Help them make a poster. It's those experiences that can really help you stand out. And also network. You never know who down the road of your career can help you get your next job or help you secure a promotion that can really help you sell tickets. So when I'm ready to put together my marketing plan for a show, this is kind of how I start. Most shows are very helpful. They have a marketing guidebook. And in this guidebook, it tells you more about the show, the different audiences that you should market to. So let's look at that. For Anastasia, it's the story of the Russian princess and an adaptation from the beloved animated movie. We look at our target audience for this, and target audiences are broken up into various segments. So for Anastasia, this actually would skew to a younger audience. So we're going to look at marketing to women that are ages 18 to 34. Now, other shows might skew older. Let's say The Sound of Music, for example. We might start looking at an older audience, maybe 35 to 55 plus. Now, when we think about our audiences, where are they consuming information? Where can I take my marketing dollars and reach my target audience? Luckily, in our marketing guidebook, they provide an advertising media mix. So we think about what percentage of our overall budget would go to our big advertising categories, which are TV, online, print, radio, and other options, which is creating signage around your theater and any miscellaneous partnerships you might have. Sometimes we partner with the zoo, so we might print some posters or big signage to hang out there. So with Anastasia, because it's a younger audience, where is that younger audience most likely to be? In this day and age, they're online. And online is this growing way to advertise to people. Not only do you have social media, you have all the display ads that you might notice when you're on websites that are along the screen, or advertisements that pop up, but also ads that run before videos on YouTube, or if you're watching a streaming service, commercials that advertise there. So there's a lot that goes into our digital marketing for a show. And then you can also think about other fun promotions that you could do. For example, if we're marketing Mean Girls, what ways could we incorporate wearing pink? For that show, when it was in town, we did a social media promotion that we partnered with a breast cancer charity. So if someone posted a photo online with a certain hashtag, we donated $1 to that charity. All about ways that you can get your message out about the show and ultimately sell tickets.
So, as you learned from Lisa today, there are a lot of things to consider when creating a marketing plan for a production. For today's extension activity, choose a production like Hamilton or Disney's Frozen and put together a marketing plan. Be sure to think about who might want to buy tickets and what are the best ways of reaching those specific buyers. And bonus points if you design your own poster or flyer. To learn more about today's career, visit kappa.com for additional resources, and be sure to tune in next time when we explore another career in the arts.